Hello and welcome to the Organic Adventure Show and Natural Living Reviews. I'm Cy Rodriguez and I'm here with my Uncle Jim and Aunt Carol Helbling here today. And they have a testimonial they're going to share about earthing and using an earthing half sheet. So I'm going to go ahead and step out of the way and let them have the floor to just tell about their experience since they've been using the sheet.
Well, we've had it about a month, and at first I had heard things about people slept better, but I sleep really good anyway. So it was just little things with me that I noticed. I wouldn't be quite as stiff when I got out of bed, or little aches and pains that I had that in moving that were just kind of gone. It's nothing really. You have to. It's pretty subtle, the things that happen, except with Jim. And he can tell you how he felt. But I did notice one thing about him. He was standing up straighter. He had kind of a bend to his shoulders before, but I think there must have been something with less pain because he stood straighter. And you can tell him. About your golf game.
Well, it was just an incredible difference with me. I mean, I just, unless I had really experienced it, if somebody had told me, you know, the story, how they've really felt relief from this, then it'd be hard for me to believe. But again, my own experience is proof enough for me to be a real believer in the earthing sheet or the grounding sheet. Again, I'm not real familiar with all the terminology, but well, here's what happened. Cy and Sheila came over one day, and we were just visiting, and he had mentioned this grounding sheet or earthing sheet, and so he said, well, just let me bring one over and give it a try. So before that, I'd always for years and years, I've had pain in my elbows and back and knees and just, you know, from arthritis and working construction for so many years. But anyway, I had a little knot kind of in my back, and that particular day too, I'd had some real pain in an elbow that and you know, I couldn't really straighten my elbow out without a lot of pain. And the same with my hands. And I think people with arthritis know what I mean by just, you know, you get up in the morning, your hands are sore, and again, they get better as you work them. But anyway, with this earthing sheet, they set it up on the bed, and we went to bed that night, and I got up the next morning, and without even thinking about it, I bent down to the floor to pick up a sock or something that was on the floor, and I noticed I wasn't really in pain in doing that. And so, of course, I walked around and I thought, holy cow, I sure feel different. And especially with my elbows and knees and hands, they felt comfortably. There's still a little feeling in there, the arthritic feeling, but compared to before, it's just an absolute fraction of the pain and the discomfort I had before. And my elbows, I'm not saying that they straighten out anymore. They're still bent, but I can shove them out, and it doesn't hurt at all.
And it did hurt before when you were doing that?
It did hurt, yes. Especially my right elbow. It wasn't excruciating pain by any means, but it did have some definite pain to it. And another thing is that I used to play a lot of golf, and in recent years I've played very little. And when I do play, like the next day or that evening, you know, I'd come home and sit around for a while, and I'd be stiff and sore. And I've played golf several times this year, and it's incredible because I can actually make a full, hard swing at the ball, and again, after the round, I don't feel like I've been
Put through the
beaten to
ringer.
death. Yes. And so that in itself is just again, it's just a completely different me. And I have friends that they've noticed, like one particular guy said, well, he's noticed when I drive up and get out of the truck, I'm standing up rather than humped over, kind of going, oh, just let me straighten up and
back
get
hurts.
comfortable
Yeah.
here. Again, my lower back is just, it is just 1,000% better than what it has been.
Actually can tie your own shoes now.
Yeah, well, okay.
Because had a hard time getting down there.
But,
So that was a big.
and again, it's,
That is
the sheet is the only thing I can really attribute this to, because, you know, my diet's the same, I still drink wine and beer and